We're in the other side of the unit. You can open up both doors here. We got the trailer out, pulled it out of its little storage area. We took the debris loader off. We got it sitting here. It's just four bolts holding it down through this here. So we got that taken off. We're gonna put maybe a toolbox or something up here, a basket to hold the fuel cans. We'll figure something out. We got this equipment defender rack for the blower. We got the rack for the trimmers. It's a 3 trimmer rack. And then we have this Byers trimmer line holder. So the easy assist gate. It's got springs in both sides to help the gate. Because when I got this trailer, the gate was all bent up and messed up. So we had them cut it off at a certain length and extend it so it was a little less of a hump coming up on the trailer. Looks low right now because the Yukon's hitch is really high. So we also got these boat buckle. You just hook this to the mower and then ratchet it down. To release, you press the release thing. So we got 4 of them on there, and that's what we use to hook up our equipment when we're traveling. So we gotta do some maintenance to some of this stuff. We got the Walker Super B here. It is a 29 horsepower. It's got 3 blades underneath. And then we got all these weed whackers to get some maintenance done on. It's just combi system, combi system, combi system. And then we have an actual weed whacker. We got 2 different bush trimmers. And then we have some other extension pole for the combi system. We got another hedge trimmer attachment. We got a chainsaw attachment. There's a couple other heads for weed whackers if we want to make them all weed whackers. We got the edger attachment. We got a bed edger attachment on here. This here I just bought about a month ago. I haven't shown anything yet, but I don't know if you can see that. This here opens up, right? Check that out. And then this was $80. And then we bought this that sits inside of here so we can reach up higher, which is in this case here. It's our first electric piece of equipment, but you can just put this in here. I ain't never done it. I ain't never used it. That sits inside there, and you clip it in. You don't put any oil in this. This is to take this cover off to mess with the blade. You gotta hit the button and squeeze the trigger at the same time because there's a lock, but hit the button and we can actually reach up and get branches higher with this. We don't have to get a chainsaw, bring out the chainsaw, nothing like that. Get this put away. Simple as, doing this, popping it off. It's just tools, everybody. It's just tools. You can see the battery life. It says still GTA 26. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna get some use out of this season. You know, walkers, you kind of sit kind of high up here. It's not a standing mower. You can't really duck down as easily. So those low branches, anything above 4 feet or hanging down below 4 feet, needs trimmed, and this will be the perfect tool to make easy work of that. It has the oil that you apply to the blade right here. A little spot to hold it. We'll just close it up. And that's it. This thing, I think that saw was a little over $200, two something, and this was another like 80 bucks. So under $300 for an electric pull saw. Comes with an extra battery. Yeah, we gotta get this cleaned up. It's our commercial Toro push mower. This is a little older, but it still works great. It's nice because if you look, oh, we'll take them out. Let's see. It's nice because if you look under here, it has gears. It has gears. You can select the speed. So if you want to go faster or slower, you can actually pick that. It has a bag, as well as I have the block off plug for it. So I don't really do push mowing a lot, not enough to use this. So this block off plate, if you look underneath, instead of it having this big old hole in here, right, or even when it's open, that's it open, go into the bag, right? So this big old hole here, you can use this block off plate, and you just put it inside the hole, right? Get it in there all the way, right? And now, instead of catching all the grass or it clogging up in that hole, there's actually little areas that throw the grass back down, and you can kind of chew it up a little better and recycle it. It's not bad. It's not super sharp. These are some of the differences. Like I said, it's got the gear selection for the speed. You can put on a blocker plate. Now you got to lift the little tab here to unlock it. And pull it out and use the bag again. Let's say if you want to chop up some leaves, chop up some stuff instead of carrying it all. You know, we're gonna put this here. Again, we don't really use this. You know, lock in the bag like that. Now that we made a little bit of a mess in here. Now, this is the mower we normally keep on the trailer if we have to do some push mowing. Personal pace. It's got an electric start. It doesn't have any gas in it, so it ain't gonna start, but electric start, which is nice. You know, not yanking the cord a bunch of times a day if you're push mowing. This one collects, and there's grass in it, but you can also put on the side discharge. It locks in here, and it allows you to side discharge the grass out of the mower. So, or you can take the bag off and you can close. Like I said, it's got stuff in it, you know, leaves and crap, but you can close the door with this little lever. Everybody knows how the personal pace works. And that closes the grass from coming out of this little chute. Your fuses and breakers or whatever are all in that electrical type, you know. Or you can close it all up like that, and you could just chop everything up, not shoot out or collect, kind of like that block off plate does. It just doesn't have the little wings. Throws the grass back to the blade, just spins around the outside. But it's good. It's a good, reliable motor. I think I paid $160 for this about 5 years ago, and it's worked every day. Every day I've used it since. This I bought for $400 a couple years ago, which I think was a good deal. It's probably still worth $400 right now. So those are those. This I bought probably 4 years ago. My second year in business, I bought this one. I think I spent maybe $6,000 on it. It was a church used it to cut their cemetery they had on the property. And then the other walker that I think the stator or the magnets are bad on it. We bought that our first year, or for our first year before the season started. And I think we paid about $3,000 for that one. These are our mowers though, ready to cut some grass. I'm excited. We got this. I buy everything when it's like winter time. I'm gonna look for mower things. You know, when it's springtime or summer, I was looking for the Billy Goat. You know, I think we paid $3 grand for this as well. We drove maybe 2 hours to go get it. That mower there, we drove about 2 hours out to go get it. This was 45 minutes to an hour away. That was actually basically in the backyard, but next little town over. Try to find some deals. Most of this stuff's new. The 131, which I think is this one, 'cause it looks the oldest, is one of the 130, the KM 130. This was like the first trimmer I bought from the guy. Almost fell. I'm alright. We got all our shovels up here, flat heads, spare spade shovels, flatheads and spade shovels. This is just random weeding tools and edging tools, pitchfork. We got a couple aluminum shovels for rock and mulch and things like that. You know, tamper, sledgehammer. Most of the hardscape equipment's in the back seat of the dump truck, or behind the front seat, I mean, of the dump truck. We've got different chemicals or whatnot from different companies that we do. Duty Buster signs, pristine ground signs, there's flyers and stuff. This is Duty Buster hose. And we just got extra parts and things. It's just trash. But extra parts, filters, air pump in case we need to take care of a tire that might be here flat, like that back one. You know, extra blades for the bagging walker. There's washing things and chemicals, trimmer covers. There's paint in there. We got all kind of chemicals in here, or oil. All kind of oil and filters and stuff in there. There is lights for the trailer. Lights for the trailer. This is equipment defender rack hardware. So this is what you put on a trimmer like this one. It doesn't have the attachments like this and this. See, this one and this one. I got them on the bush trimmer there for some reason. These two got them. We don't really use the chainsaw often. But extra in case they break or we lose them. 2, and then a pair, 3, and then 2 extra of these. So we can do 3 more trimmers when we get to them. We don't have to, you know, I like to keep extras of stuff. We got a temperature reading gun in here for the winter time. We did not get it. Goggles in here. There's tape. We got all kind of crap. Quick little tour of our storage shop. What works for me, I can keep everything here. Not everything is at the house, all over the place. You know, wheelbarrows, a ladder, this little fence for if I bring the puppy dog. But we got the hose for the leaf vacuum, debris loader. Yep. So we're about ready for the season. Got a couple things to take care of. So we got to yank the motor out of that mower. Check on the stator and the magnets. See why it's not charging. Because the battery it's not charging. It won't stay running. So extra scooper for duty busters right here. We got another snow blower at a property still, a bigger one. It's just the one that I used to take with me on the truck. Extra things that broke. But yep, this is our little shop area. We got some cans over here, our cone cans, some extra tires for the collection deck walker. The other blowers at the house, we just maintenance them, so we got to bring over the other backpack blower and the handheld blower. We got to get some fresh gas though. But that is it. We got the swing away. This is a swing away mount underneath. This holds the hose, but there's a Skag giant vac swing away mount that I was going to put this on the dump truck with, but then I wouldn't have been able to take a trailer and take the mower with the same truck. So this is what we ended up settling for, was putting it on some wooden 4x4s right there. The 4x4s sat on these, which I had these welded onto the frame, and then set the debris loader on this. So this will be lawn care now. Good to go, ready to go. That's it. I appreciate you tuning in. That's how you do it. Hope everybody has a good spring. Everybody's making good money. If you want a lot of customers, I hope you get a lot of customers. If you just want a handful of great paying customers, I hope you get them. You got a little bug, little cricket. What's up, buddy? You see him? See him right there? Alright, y'all. Have a great day.